Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Mind is here.
Yes, but
this is the highest is the Geist. Highest is the Geist.
the Geist is mind. Between heart and mind.
Heart is Jesus source. This is my heart, living soul, and the heart is my feeling. Feeling comes from the heart, not from the mind. And mind is like a computer who give doubts in ourselves. This is the work of the mind. And heart is give the feeling. And my heart blocked, then we have become no feelings.
Blocked.
And when my heart open in love, then feeling comes. Mind cannot feel anything. Mind can calculate, heart can feel. I show you one thing. Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, 13-14. Read this.
I cannot read. Monkey stole my eyeglasses just now on the lotus.
Okay, then nobody said, read 13-14.
12th chapter,
13-14.
12th chapter, 13-14.
English.
Yes. Das sind 13 Stunden. 12.
You have to make glasses. You are making.
yes, it's very
But
cheap.
not keep glass. Monkey will steal always.
I didn't even realize that I have the glasses. That's what, why is the monkey jumping on my head?
No, they can steal. They do this. Nobody say to you here. In this temple, no. But outside, if you go, you have to keep it.
Heads, glasses, everything. One who is not envious, but who is a kind friend to all living entities. Who does not think himself a proprietor,
Yeah.
who is free from false ego and equal both in happiness and distress.
ठीक है?
घर में फिल्टर जल क्या इसे नहीं है
हाँ?
फिल्टर जल
वो तो गोपीनाथ को या श्रीधर को कहना होगा. हमारा तो तबीयत ठीक नहीं रहना.
So, who is free from false ego and equal both in happiness and distress, who is always satisfied and engaged in devotional service with determination, and whose mind and intelligence
You see.
are
Mind
in agreement.
in agreement. You see, mind and intelligence. You can do intelligence. What is intelligence here? That we know myself, that we are living soul.
That I know my heart.
Yes. That is intelligence here. Prabhupada mentioned it should be in agreement.
Should be in agreement.
Maybe
Because that is not agreement, conflict creates.
Conflict.
It's a very good book. Radha Rasudhanidhi and Vilap Krishna.
maybe say that the mind accepts or rejects, and the intelligence discerns.
Intelligence means to come to yourself, to come know yourself that you are heart, soul. This is your intelligence. Feeling come from the feeling, and your mind has to be in agreement. Prabhupada writes for the basic intelligent humans. But this is here mentioned. What is mentioned? Radha Sudanidhi.
So his mind and heart are always absorbed in his sweet pastimes,
Sweet path.
attributes and sentiments of Srimati Radharani in
Never
Raj.
want to leave to mind to go again back other places. Bring mind to with the heart, with the feelings.
And this is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given to Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur.
Yeah.
That his mind and heart are always absorbed in sweet pastimes, attributes and sentiments of Srimati Radharani in Braj.
You see. Vrindavan is not a Krishna place. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead out of Vrindavan.
Yeah. In Vrindavan he is?
He is the four-hand Krishna outside. Here when he enter, he become two hands. Normal.
The Bore is Akrura God, no? Akrura God.
I don't want to listen about Akura. Why talk about Akura? You know, no, Akura is outside of the four-hand Krishna. Who likes four-hand Krishna, they talk about Akura.
They go on.
This is not our rasa. Our rasa is Radha's Krishna. Akrura Ghat, Akrura come to bring four-hand Krishna.
To Batura.
I say you this is story. You forget?
No, I said the border. The border is this.
Border, I don't need to border to think more. We have to think inside of it. And Akrura bring not two-hand Krishna. He bring four-hand Krishna.
Mathuresh.
Mathuresh. Dwarkesh. Because this Krishna is hiding in Jamna, and when Akrura has to go, this Krishna went. Brajendra Nandan never went out of there. If Krishna can teach everything, then Uddhav is the closest friend of Krishna. And living, eating, dressing the cloth of Krishna, why not he understand Krishna?
Why he sent him to Vrindavan, to the
Why?
gopis.
What? To teach him? Or to learn from Vrindavan? This Krishna sent to Uddhava two-hand Krishna. Brajanandan. See the Brajanandan there, still is there. You are a friend of me, Narayan Krishna. We don't differentiate this. It's a totally different subject. God.
Now he begins his delicious book of eager prayer named Radha Rasa Sudanidhi, out of compassion for the devotees who aspire for the confidential service of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. In this verse, he praises his worshipable...
This is the first book to read. Who is my Ishtadev? Who is my goal of life?
Where to fix?
Radha. Why Radha is the goal? Why?
Because she is a lover, Gurudev.
Listen this. What we want to become? We want to learn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shri Braja Bihari, Shri Krishna, accepted the mood and complexion of Shri Radha
You see.
and became Gaura to fulfill 3 desires.
What 3 desire?
To understand the greatness of Shri Radha's love,
You see. This is the goal. This is not goal to Nam Prachar. This is not a goal. Love of Radhika. And when you are in love, naturally name will come and the face will come. If love is there, and if you're not coming, then there is no love. It's a nature of this love of beloveds to remember the lover's form and the name. It's a nature. How it's not possible? Why pressure for that? Why to chant 16 round every day? If I have love, I will do more and I will not do. What I will desire, I will do. No pressure. No condition. Unconditional. Maybe I am in service, I have no time, and I have a time why I will not think for you. What I can think, I don't want to think, but its mind is going. What I can do? It's a natural. It's the nature of every human being. Go on. Repeat this line.
to understand Braj Bihari, Shri Krishna accepted the mood and complexion of Shri Radha.
Mood. First is the mood. Which mood? She is. When Krishna accepts Radha mood, and we will not accept that mood, how possible life will change? We are follower of Chaitanya, and Krishna here come to follow the mood of Radhika.
Jai Radhe.
What I am doing for? Huh? And the complexion. To meditate in this complexion. Because the covering is this complexion.
Gaura, Gaura, Gaura.
We have to develop the mood of Radhika, feeling of Radhika in our life. Krishna wants this in the Gaura form. Wow.
To understand the greatness of Radha's love, the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes in him, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love.
Loud.
So,
Give the mic.
to understand the greatness of Radha's love, he became Gora. And to understand or feel the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes in him, how she feels
With Krishna.
when she is with him, her love, her ecstasy, her bhav, everything. That he wants to relish.
Yeah.
And the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love.
No clear again.
And the happiness she realizes,
Who realizes?
yes, good. To understand the greatness of Radha's love, the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes in him, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. So, Radharani is relishing qualities in Krishna that he doesn't know about himself. And she feels this happiness when she experiences the sweetness of his love. And that's a feeling that also Krishna wants to feel. The happiness that she feels, that is also foreign to him. He doesn't know how she feels when she feels him.
So Krishna wants to feel that in the form of Chaitanya. Understand? Again explain. This is the very important point.
So, Shri Krishna accepted the mood and complexion of Shri Radha and became Gaura to fulfill 3 desires. To understand the greatness of Radha's love, the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes in him, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love.
Yeah.
Radha Mahima, the greatness of the love. And the qualities that only she in her Mahabhav, she has the highest feelings of love. So when she loves Krishna, she can feel him to such an extent that even not Krishna can understand. She can feel new. Krishna knew. Krishna doesn't understand himself in the way that she can feel him. And that he wants to know now. It's a secret to him. And the happiness that comes from relishing this. He also wants to relish her happiness when she loves him. And his sweetness.
When she feels Krishna knew, this means anurag, no? This exchange.
Every time new.
Every time you, yeah?
First time meeting. No. First time meeting.
That is always like a, first time.
First time meeting.
It's like
Surprising.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Amazing.
ever fresh.
Astonishing.
Never meet before.
But you know each other so long. Always new.
That every time what is happening, that for Krishna is foreign to understand. Go on.
In Vrindavan Leela, Krishna was the witness of the sweetness of Sri Radha's love, of which he was the object. And in Gaura Leela, he accepted the mood and the luster of Sri Radha to understand the gravity of her love. The deepness, the gravity, the depth.
Now he becomes subject and Radhika becomes object in Gaur Leela. Wow.
In the opening verse of his book, Radha Rasa Sudamiti, Shripad Prabodhananda Saraswati draws a beautiful picture of how the full transcendental truth of Raja Shri Krishna experienced the sweetness of Radha's emotions. Here in this first verse, Shripad Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur follows the custom in the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition to praise Lord Gaura before commencing the description of Shri Shri Radha Madhava's sweet pastimes. This is called Gaura Chandrika.
Gaura, any Chaitanya Charitamrita you read any place, you will never go, if you take the shelter of Gaura, you cannot go out of Vrindavan. Any place, any pastime, it reminds you of Vrindavan. That is Gaura Leela.
Always connected, Gurudev, because it's Radhika. How can it not be Vrindavan?
He is any place, but he is connected in Vrindavan, Chaitanya. Wow.
In his book Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, he writes, when a very fortunate soul experiences devotion for Lord Gaura's lotus feet, the nectar ocean from Radha's lotus feet suddenly floods his heart. Wow, Gurudev.
My God. Radha, again read.
This is really...
Come, hey, Sadhuma, sit on.
When a very fortunate soul experiences devotion for Lord Gaura's lotus feet, the nectar ocean from Radha's lotus feet suddenly floods his heart. Joy.
This is Gaura.
Mercy.
Mercy. One day will come that you will realize the Radha.
By the mercy of Gaura.
Gaura.
Must be. Again? You want to listen again, Sadhuma?
Speaker bring little near. Is very sound is not clear. It should go inside the heart. It's not very open, no door. Door is open, no problem. Why I want to listen to these words? Go in heart.
Yes, to go deep.
Loud.
When a very fortunate
Oh,
soul...
it's too much.
Too much fortune.
Yeah.
No. Make it that outside also go, but...
Like this? When a very fortunate soul experiences, a very fortunate soul, when the soul experiences devotion for Lord Gaura's lotus feet, the nectar ocean from Radha's lotus feet suddenly floods his heart.
Yeah. This is your Gauranga. Now you have a Gaura. The automatic flood will come of Radha Prem.
Shri Gaura Sundara has brought an unprecedented torch.
Loudly.
Shri Gaura Sundara has brought an unprecedented torch of Braja Rasa. Torch. The torch.
Torch.
She has brought
Light.
the torch light of Braja Rasa, whose bright effulgence shows the devotees the way to the sweet bhajan of Sri Vrindavan, which is otherwise hard to see. Shri Gaura Sundara has brought an unprecedented torch of Braja Rasa, whose bright effulgence shows the devotees the way to the sweet bhajan of Sri Vrindavan, which is otherwise hard to see. And along with that sweet, transcendental Braja Rasa, Mahaprabhu introduced himself to the devotees of this world. If Gaura had not come, how would the world have been? Who would have taught the world the greatness of Radha and the limit of Prema Rasa? Yadi Gaura na hotu, kine ne hoitu, kemo ne daritam de. Radhara mahima, prema rasasima, jagati janatu ke. Without Gaura, the world would know the greatness of Radha and not about Prema Ras. Who would have shown the way to enter into the sweetness of Vrindavan and the anxious mood of the young girls of Braja? The only way to extinguish the burning sensation of the threefold material mass misery caused by the elements, one's own body or mind, or by other creatures, with a nectar stream of love for Shri Shri Radha Govinda, is the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Jai Ho.
One thing, read that sloka.
Which one, Guru? That Yadi Gaura Nahoita?
No. First sloka. Is finished or not? Where is it? Finish it. One. No.
Who would have shown the way to enter into the sweetness of Vrindavan and the anxious mood of the young girls of Braja? The only way to extinguish the burning sensation of the threefold material misery caused by the elements, one's own body or mind, or by other creatures, but with the nectar stream of love for Shri Shri Radha Govinda is the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu. So only by the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, the misery of the threefold material duality can be overcome. In this verse, Sripad Prabhupada describes the sattvika ecstasy of Sri Gaura Sundar as he takes pleasure in performing kirtan. Srila Rupa Goswami defines these ecstasies as follows in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. When the heart is touched by emotions directly, in the form of the 5 basic relationships, or indirectly, in the form of the 7 secondary moods related to Krishna, the wise call it sattva. And the emotions coming from that called Sattvika paths. The Lord had accepted the mood and the luster
Like
of
these five
yes.
sambandha relation. Any one relation come, then we are in Sattva, Sattva-guna. Read this, very important.
When the heart is touched by emotions directly, in the form of the five basic relationships of servanthood, friendship, parenthood, and so on, or indirectly, in the form of seven secondary moods such as laughter, chivalry, and so on, related to Krishna, the wise call it sattva. And the emotions coming from that are called sattvika paths. Wow. The Lord had accepted the mood.
Here, your spiritual life starts. Before was religious practice. This, you see.
Yes, again.
So I stop you
Confirmed.
to be here. Can read it.
Confirmed, Gurudev.
This is the thing where your Prabhupada start Bhagavad Gita.
Relation.
Right?
Right, Gurudev.
And this page also start with this.
First introduction.
And seven,
Sattvika, the indirectly moods like laughter, different secondary moods.
what secondary mood? Say,
Laughter, chivalry, and so on. He only said two. Hasya,
Manipulation.
all the different moods that are written in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So when the heart is touched by emotions, directly or indirectly, the wise call it sattva. And the emotions coming from that are called sattvika paths. So that is the emotions, Gurudev, not coming by intelligence or by verses. No.
no verses, no intelligentsia, no philosophy.
No.
Only with sambandha.
With the relation. That is the real emotion and this is the real connection.
But verses can inspire one to feel this.
Verses to connect yourself what bhav is coming to you. Verses will not help you to bring in the relations. They will block you to enter in relation.
I think, Gurudev, when you first have sambandha and then the verses can reflect
Then
the love.
you can connect what is for me and what is not for me. You have to check which verses is useful for you and how you understand that verse.
When the emotions are not there, Gurudev, the verse will be theory.
Yeah. Difficult to understand. You know. Go on.
The Lord had accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha and had become the main shelter for his own Rati.
Wow. Rati.
Rati, Surati.
Again?
The Lord had accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha and had become the main shelter for his own Rati. Therefore, the Sattvika and other bhavs had become fully manifest in him. This is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Understand this line?
It's very complex, Gurudev.
Read again.
The Lord had accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha and had...
Why accept? Mood. Without accepting her mood, we cannot understand her.
He cannot come close to this, how she feels about him.
Yeah. If I come close to you, I cannot understand you. So Krishna take the mood of Radhika to understand how she is feeling with this mood. Yeah.
Right.
Read word by word.
The Lord had accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha and had become the main shelter for his own Rati.
Shelter. He took the shelter. Krishna is the goal before, now he took shelter in this, to live in this, in the feeling of Radhika. This is her shelter.
Therefore, the Sattvika and other bhavs had become fully manifest in him.
So it's come to him. Took full shelter of Radhika. Means he become Ashraya. Krishna become Vishaya. Radhika become Vishaya.
Krishna took
Krishna is
shelter of
Ashraya.
Radhika. So she
To
is
feel
the
that.
she is the Vishraya, she is the object of the one who loves her.
If we want to understand her, we have to take shelter of her. When Krishna can do, why not we do? We are devotee of Krishna or not? What type of devotion we have?
He used his independency well.
Now he's independent.
Now, he is in the pleasure-giving potency, Gurudev. No more.
She not independent, not marginal. He takes shelter of
Of the pleasure-giving potency.
Go.
The Lord had become the main shelter of his own rasa. And so all ecstasies arose in him.
Wow. Wow.
Tahe mukhya rasa shraya, hoyat chen mahashaya, tate hoy sava bhavudoy.
Read in English.
Shripad sweetly depicts how Sri Gauranga's body displayed the unrivaled ecstasy derived from relishing the sweetness of Radha's rasa with himself by saying, Nidantam pulakot kaena vikasam nipa parasunak chabi.
English.
His body was beautified by goose pimples that mocked freshly blossoming Kadamba flowers. Mahaprabhu's body manifested Sattvika bhavs. And Srila Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, when 5 or 6 Sattvika ecstasies simultaneously arise to the greatest extent, they are called Udipta. Again, Sripad says, he lifts his arms and loudly chants, Hari, Hari. Activities that awaken certain moods in the heart are called Anubhav. When Rati is relished within the heart, it will be externally manifest.
Rati. Sri Guru Charana Rati. Rati means lusty desire.
Deep attachment, Guru.
Deep attachment. A spiritual lust.
Shri Guru Charane Rati.
Yeah, that's right. Go on.
The echo of Mahaprabhu's loud chanting of Harinam immersed all the moving and non-moving creatures in the taste of love of Krishna. Srila Haridas Thakur revealed this secret in the loud chanting of Harinam. All the moving and non-moving creatures have heard your loud chanting. Hearing it, all the moving creatures were liberated from material existence. And after the non-moving creatures hear it, there's an echo. It's actually not an echo. It is the chanting of these non-moving creatures. All these indescribable things are possible by your mercy. Mahaprabhu dances with restless feet and sprinkles the earth with his tears. How sweet is Gaura Kishore, the youthful golden Lord Chaitanya. How sweet is his dancing. How sweet are his associates. How sweetly the drums are playing. How sweet is their rhythm. How sweetly the devotees are maddened by transcendental mellows, and how sweetly they sing. How sweetly he moves, how sweetly he swings, and how sweet are his steps. Now, how sweet are his beautiful words, and how sweet is his radiance. How sweet are his lips, and how sweet are his smiles that defeat the sweetness of the moon. How sweet is his eagerness, how sweet is his love, and how sweet are his words. How sweetly his reddish eyes are making sweet hints. Unfortunately, Roy Shekhara is deprived of this sweet love. While Mahaprabhu dances, his eyes manifest the sattvika ecstasy of Ashru. Crying. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is described how Mahaprabhu manifested this ecstasy while dancing before the chariot of Lord Jagannath. Tears were flowing from his eyes, like fountains sprinkling all the people that stood around. This transformation is so wonderful that one may ask, does the Ganga water that normally flows from his, Lord Vishnu's, or self-same Srimad Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, now flow from his eyes? The Lord not only taught the world about praying, he also gave a splendid example of how to relish its flavors. The Lord is the wealthy owner of the Chintamani gem of praying. The people of this world will be blessed with initiation into the mantra of praying by voluntarily selling themselves to the lotus feet of that sweetly, blissfully dancing and chanting Shri Gaura. Even the stones melt when they remember how sweetly Lord Gaura dances and how he rolls on the ground like a golden mountain. All glories to Shri Gaura Chandra, who gives joy to the world, who is the moon of Gaura Mandala, and whose body is studded with goose pimples of ecstasy that are as wonderful as blooming Kadamba flowers.
Yeah. Go out. Finish?
Yes, go. We're two, 3 more sentences for tomorrow.
or not?
Complete.
How nicely Gaura Mahaprabhu dances, repeatedly lifting his arms and loudly chanting Hari Hari. A stream of tears flows from Gaura's eyes and sprinkles the surface of the earth. Thus, Shripad Prabodhananda Saraswati begins his Rasika book named Radha Rasa Sudamniti by offering his repeated obeisances to Lord Gaura Hari and his associates and witnessing his kirtan pastimes. This verse serves as the auspicious invocation of this book. It is the highest wealth of all the devotees, and it makes them happy by remembering and hearing it. Decorating his body with the dust of Sri Guru's lotus feet, Haripad sings these poetical songs.
Yeah.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Tomorrow. Morning
Morning.
will be 10:30. First slope.
Jai Gurudev.
Close it.
Yes, we go to Arti now.
You are going tomorrow, Radha?
Yes, we are thinking about it.
Go after, no need to rush. You have many time to go. Radhe Radhe Govinda.